Happy Sunday, everybody. Today we're going to talk about XRP price, along with an article came out that said XRP is dead in a scam. But the problem was people didn't even read the article. Bitcoin gonna make an appearance. A lot of people are in profits. Gary Gensler's in the house. Hey, girlfriend. Empire State Building? What the fuck?
What's up, dude?
Super Bowl Sunday, that is. Jeremy Touche starts us off with some support. Thank you very much, sir. Too kind of you. What is Gary's problem? This guy's like a badly bleeding, painful hemorrhoid that refuses to go away. Jeez, man. Dude needs relax. Thanks, Klaus. Appreciate you. You know, I'm going to do a standalone video regarding Gary Gensler because something came out. This has to do with the Senate. I've actually got the letter right here from the Senate. I'll put that in a separate video because it is fairly lengthy, so we'll put Gary for another day. Bitcoin sitting at 48,189 ETH, 2518. XRP sitting at 53.1. You paying attention to Sol? The Sun, 109 right now for Sol. ICP flexing its muscles. I was flexing yesterday. 1327. XLM right now sitting at 11.1. All right. Bitcoin addresses in the profit keep growing. How many of them are there? 90% of BTC addresses are in the profit. That means there are going to be a lot of itchy trigger fingers out there waiting to take some juicy profits. And look. Some of us are long-term hodlers. Some of us play tips and dips. Some of us play macros. Some of us play news. Everyone's welcome here. But when you got 90% of holders in profit, there's not 90% of XRP holders in profit. Let's just be real here. When we look at XRP, and I've got a really good chart for you today, actually, with XRP. But 90% of the holders are not in the profit. Okay, that's just not the truth right now. Okay, you got big percentage of holders in the profit with BTC. Remember, we got Mt. Gox coming up. And the United States government also filed that they were going to be auctioning off some BTC. I'm going to be very curious to see what happens with that price action when that goes on. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out, because we're going to follow that auction very closely because I want to see how they work that. Okay, there was an article that was put out yesterday, and it was, "Is XRP dead? The community debates." Okay, and what happened was this. Nick, Crypto Crusader, and Cash Official, right? Twitter, posted a tweet that said XRP is dead in a scam, and people freaked out. I mean, like, dude, the comments on this are rough, man. I mean, like, really rough. And what happened was people only read the title line. They didn't even pay attention to the next line. I'll show you exactly what happened, and then we're going to talk about some Empire State Building, and then we're going to get into XRP price. This is a really cool Sunday video. All right, so XRP is dead in a scam. That was his title line. His first line was this: "This is what the XRP crowd is yelling and screaming." So he's not saying that himself he believes that XRP is dead, but people just right away, boom, just assume that that was his viewpoint. They didn't even read any of it. The second sentence goes even further. "The FUD and negativity is getting louder every day. Remember what I always say, the bottom won't feel like the bottom." It's getting to the point now where people are posting articles, and sometimes the audience now is at fault. Not just like because we've seen the clickbaiters before, okay? But sometimes like the audience is at fault because they're seeking blood. Like, dude literally put as a title, "XRP is dead in a scam," and then his first line is, "This is what the crowd is yelling and screaming right now." And people went after him and roasted the ever-living crap out of him. Crazy. By the way, I have a really juicy chart, but I wanted to share with you Empire State Building. And the thing with Gary Gensler, hey, girlfriend. Yeah, Gary. Look at Gary. Gary likes rom-coms, by the way. That's romantic comedies for my friends across the pond, like, if you don't like, or for, like, people that are doing this with translation. Because across the pond, I don't know if you call it romantic comedies, because maybe you just call it, like, sissy-ass, like, U.S. movies. It's possible. But Empire State Building, okay? The Empire State Building is very, very tall. You know what I did yesterday? And we're going to get to XP price action. I ran a marathon yesterday. I trained a marathon, okay? I ran 26.29 miles. I did it in 6 hours, 13 minutes. And some of you out there are going to be like, bro, that's slow AF. Yeah, because I ran 263 flights of fucking stairs yesterday for the marathon. I ran the same 1.05 mile loop 25 freaking times. So that would be if you took this Empire State Building right here, and let's see if I can do this while I'm on cam, all right, and you guess what? You did it 3 times. Check that out. So what did I do yesterday? I ran a marathon, yes, but the cool part about running the marathon was I ran it the height of 3 Empire State Buildings. My legs are fried. All right, let's get an XRP chart. You know, we talked about like people with BTC, right, being in the profit, right? 90% are eyeing profit as BTC gets close to 50,000. Now, we know that BTC has had a stronger move compared to XRP. We talked about that in depth, actually. There was a video, I'll have it linked at the end, a lot of in-depth chart action. And not in-depth like we're doing the stupid, like, oh, if we hit the gamma ray burst, butt crack, whatever the fuck they call it. Like, no, I'm talking about, like, we're looking at perspectives of people and their hodling points and kind of showing everyone how different, right, the view of crypto is. It's very different. So here, I want to focus on this. I want to focus on this massive correction, okay, with XRP back in 2022, okay? 85 cents, right? All the way down, and we remember these times in the 30-cent range. For the people that spent money in the 30-cent range, you know, 30 to 40-cent range, dude, you are sitting on some really good, juicy action for your time of return. And I wanted to highlight that because okay, people are freaking out, okay, XRP is dead and a scam, okay? Well, okay, yeah, if you bought maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, if you bought, you know, at 80 cents and you're still waiting for it to come back, yeah, you're hurting. Yeah, if you bought at, you know, near the Taurus pump 70 cents, yeah, you're hurting right now. But for the people that played that 30 to 40 cent range, I mean, it doesn't matter what dev notes you talk about, they're solidly in the profit for their amount of time that they're in it. So I understand where a lot of people's frustrations are, but you got to remember, there's also a lot of people in the green right now. Is there as many with XRP as we've seen, you know, with the Bitcoin 90% people in profit? No, because XRP has not rebounded its price, right? I mean, as much as BTC, and everyone can agree on that. It's obvious. When you look at the pairing chart, it's obvious. Is it apples to apples? No. But I mean, they're all cryptos, and so, like, you know, we're comparing it to the market standard, and the market standard in terms of like store of value has definitely been Bitcoin. But the reality is I also think that we're going to have a growing number of people here in the profit with XRP because there were a lot of people that took advantage of this. Okay, now, was volume as big as it was like back here? No, not so much. So you obviously know there's going to be a lot of people more heavily weighted at some, oh, these are some bad ones. These are some bad bag holders. But for real, people playing this since mid-2022 on should be pretty happy with this, unless they bought again on the Taurus pump or on the BTC ETF fakey news. But there's been plenty of opportunities to play the price action. And when the money starts changing, we're talking about Jerome Powell and the Fed, central banks, all that stuff, which, by the way, 2 days from now, CPI data comes out. And then the UK's one is, I thought, very shortly after or before. They're really close together time-wise. That data is really going to be pivotal on what we're looking at when it comes to money becoming more affordable. Once money is more affordable, things like XRP, XLM can definitely go up in price just by that lever of money being loosened up a little bit. And the best part is I still have to run today. I have to do a recovery run, like 4 or 5 miles or something like that. Hills too. I got to do my recovery run. I got to do a full body lifting session. About 30% of the lifting session is going to be in my lower body. The rest of it's going to be upper body and core, just to make sure I feel good from yesterday. Going to do a little bowling, and then I might do an elliptical session later, just to kind of flush out all the junk in my legs. But that being said, it's interesting out there. You know, I post quite a few videos, and I get quite a few comments out there that you could tell people just look at the thumb. They don't even maybe look at the title, or they don't even read the intro where it's obvious, you know, like what the whole thesis and point of the video is. And that gets hard because, you know, like Ncash official, like, you know how like I'm rough on people and you know, like especially the Moon Boys. But I'm also fair with Moon Boys as well. I'm also fair with them too, because if they're getting a lashing for something that they don't deserve, like they put a title out and people don't even like read the first sentence, like I'm gonna back them up. Even if what they're posting is total garbage, that's just not fair to those creators out there to not even give them like literally 5 seconds of your time. You spend how much time like on, you know, like Twitter and around, give it like 5 seconds just to read someone's first line, or, you know, give someone just like 30 seconds, a minute into their video and be like, dude, do I get it? Like, just give them that chance. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up. And I also wanted to bring up the perspective of people being in the green. Bitcoin, yeah, totally has stolen the thunder in the crypto market. No doubt about that. Biggest rebound since FTX. I mean, talk about clawing its way back in value when you compare it to ATHs. You've got some out there in the market that are outliers, right? That are really flying high. But man, BTC is the overall is definitely stealing the show. But we're seeing more XRP holders in the green. A lot of people from that 2022 mid on have been looking at some juicy profits. So does that mean itchy trigger fingers or people buying and hodling? Well, guess what? We know the answer to that. That's this video right here. This is the video I talked about earlier that I was going to. But anyways, this one right here, this talks about longs increasing. Check it out. XRP longs are increasing. I'll catch you cool cats later. I got to train.